Hi, I'm Sharon, and this is episode 28 of the Sampler Style Flosstube. Hi everybody, and I hope you are all doing well. So I'm recording 2 days after one day after Memorial Day. So it's Tuesday, May 27th. So I wanted to get an episode out for you. It may not come out until June, but we'll see. I don't know. I have a house full of company coming this weekend. My daughter and her husband are coming. And so let's see how much we can get done. So today I'm going to show you my work in progress. I have 2 to show you. And I also want to show you what I'd like to plan for this summer. Just one thing I want to finish. It's very close to a finish, and I'd like to finish it this summer. And I'm going to record a convert color with me video after I'm done with that. So we'll see how this goes. I'll show you at the beginning of the segment, but I have a chart that I bought last year, and it was originally written for a Versoix, Soie d'Alger, and I bought DMC to stitch it with, and I had never planned on really stitching with DMC. I'm only using DMC for the conversion. So I'm going to convert that DMC to NPI. And we're going to do that together. I haven't hardly looked at it, so we're going to see how that goes. And I think I might brighten up some of the colors. We'll see. Okay, the first thing I want to show you. I'm in love with this piece, and it has become my focus piece, and I probably am going to continue working on it until I finish it. Don't hold me to that though. I don't know. Let's see. So the piece is a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. And I have finished all of the left, not all. I've finished down to the water. There's water below that unicorn. So I finished, this is the left side. And I'm going to kind of do it in 3 sides, or 3 parts. So this is my first part, and I'm super happy with how it came out. It's beautiful. I'm going to make it go up close so you can really see the stitches. Because when I watch floss tubes, I want to see stitches, you guys. So there you go. That's the top. It's gorgeous. This is stitched on the called for linen, which is just a plain piece of Zweigart Platinum, I think it's called. And then these are all the Versoix Soie d'Alger colors. And they're gorgeous, and they have beautiful coverage. They're not my favorite to stitch with, but we're getting there. I mean, it's fine. I prefer NPI because it's so much smoother. But I'm stitching the entire piece. Some people have bought green fabric and are just stitching the motifs. I hate stitching, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't hate stitching the motifs. The motifs are not my favorite part of this piece. My favorite part of this piece is the background. I spent the last 2 weeks stitching that background. So I did all the background around the unicorn and the big flower there on the left and everything there on the bottom. And I love stitching the background. It's so relaxing. I don't have to look at a chart most of the time, unless I know that there's something that I have to watch, but usually I have it sectioned off so I don't have to do that. And I just stitch and stitch and with one color, and it just makes everything else around it pop. And it's lovely. Emily C. from Eclectic Possessions, she's working on it, and she said the same thing. She loves the background. And yeah, it's just so meditative. I love it so much. And another Flosstuber, I remember, I had to laugh. Carol Saltbox Stitcher was talking about stitching grass, and so how some people hate stitching the grass, and they're like the cursed grass. She's like, I call it the blessed grass. Because she likes stitching, you know, wide swaths of fill-in as much as I do. So yeah, it's great. Let me give you one more look before I put her away. So I think I'm just going to work on this. So now I'm going to start here, and my focus, my next thing I'm going to do, and I'm very methodical when I stitch, as you can see. I just do like one section at a time. I don't jump around. So my next section, what I'd like to do is the tree, which will be right here. And I'll show you the picture, even though the picture is not the greatest. It's small. So I want to do the Tree of Life and get that whole tree done and the branches, because I was texting my daughter last night and I said, it literally will ground the piece, because I would hate to stitch around it and then like miscount, which I do all the time when I outline stuff, and then having to rip it out. So I'm just going to get that tree done, probably down to the badger. I probably won't do the badger yet. I might outline this mound here where he is, but I want to get this whole tree done before I put anything around the tree. We'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to the challenge. So last night I took Peacock out of my hoop because I had every plan on recording today and showing her to you. So I needed something to stitch after dinner, so I pulled out my Dasher and Dancer whip. This is Dasher and Dancer. I think you can get it at Hobby House. I think it's an exclusive. I think it's Needlework Press. Not entirely sure. I'll put it down below. And I'll put the picture up here. So this is it. So this is my progress so far on Dasher and Dancer. I did pretty much all of this stitching in December, January, and part of February. It was my focus piece for a while. And I just love one color stitching, so that was fun. So last night I picked it up and I put in J and half of K. That's all I did, but that's okay. It was fun. And it's very pretty. And again, stitching with one color. So fun. I just love it. So I'm going to try and work on this once a month if I can tear myself away from Peacock. I originally started Peacock as a leap year start, and I calculated how much I would have to get it done in 4 years. I'd like to get it done in 2 years, maybe less. I don't know. What I have to do is I have to fill in the chart on Markup RXP, because I just haven't marked all the stitches that I did yet, and I will figure out how far I am. I'm not quite a third, I don't think. I think I'm probably maybe a quarter, maybe a little more, maybe, I don't know, we'll find out. So, so if I'm a quarter of the way done, I should be able to finish it in 2 years. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what strikes me, because I have a lot of other big projects to work on, and I may want to just work on those. My plan for the summer is to have a finish, and that is Ann Gott. Ann Gott has been in my WIPs probably 3 years, ever since she came out. So I'm almost done. I just have this flower and some of the words to do at the top. But I have to finish ripping out this flower. Because this, when I did this flower, it didn't match this flower. As far as like, it was like a couple stitches higher. So I need to fix that because I like things symmetrical. It's fine. I don't mind ripping stuff out. So anyway, that's Ann Gott. And she will be finished this summer. And I'll send her off to Paige the framer and hopefully have her back by Christmas. That would be nice. I should really finish. So I have Modern Folk Embroidery Mystery Sal that I did like 2 years ago, and I'm almost finished with it. I just have one little detail to put in. I should finish that and send that off to her too. I'll show that to you. I'll put a little video of that right here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's beautiful. It's huge. It's going to cost a lot of money to frame it, but that doesn't bother, you know. I have a craft business. I sell yarn. I dye yarn and I sell it. So that's what I use to pay for my framing. That's what I used to pay for Mary Morgan's. She was not cheap either, but 1000% worth what I paid, because she is just a showpiece and gorgeous, and that's what Paige does. And I like paying for wonderful work, and I worked really hard on these, and I want the framing to reflect it, all my hard work. And Paige does a great job with that. So I have a link to her shop down below if you're interested in a good framer. Okay, so I purchased this chart last year. It is Jane Atkinson, 1780. Again, the picture's very small. This is by the Scarlet Letter. And what drew me to this chart is those gorgeous flowers. Oh my goodness, they're just beautiful. So, yeah, so I purchased the DMC. So here's all the DMC. And I know from experience of looking at other things that when you do a DMC from a Versoix, it's definitely not exact, for sure. So, you know, it's definitely not going to be what the Versoix looks like. But I'm just going to pick colors that I like with the NPI, and then we'll see how it goes. So I purchased the NPI color cards for myself last year, and I love them. And I've used them quite a bit, actually. You can get this on their website. I'll see if I can find the link. It's kind of hidden. It was kind of hard, a little hard for me to find, but look. And this is the actual thread. I also have a DMC color card as well. And it's just, if you're going to design, you designer, if you're a designer and you're watching this, you know, you need these. And I know that when you do a conversion from one thread line to another, it's very hard to get exact matches. And you just have to go with what you like a lot of times, and that's completely fine. So let's see how this goes. The other thing is you can do a conversion and you love it, it's great, and then you pull out your fabric and start stitching and the colors don't look the same. Fabric will change your colors. It depends on the tone of the fabric, so you may have to do some switches after you start as well. Okay, so this is a lot of colors, but let's just get started. So I've separated them into color families, and I wrote down the numbers, and so I'm going to be doing my conversion on there by hand. And let's get started. So let's go to the golds. So this is like a deep gold. Let's bring all the golds up. And this brown. Okay. So this one might work. For 833 right here, but let's see if we can find another one. Here's some more golds here. Okay, 473 might work. Let's see, 834. I think this range might work. So I'm going to put a pin in that one. Okay, I like that range. Palomino gold. Ooh, here's some more. There's a lot of gold. Sunflower gold. Okay, so let's see. This is 832. Let's see if anything matches here. No, not the greatest. Let's try this. Okay, so I think the closest for this color, 832, would be 694. So I'm just going to write that down for now. And then this gold, 833, is definitely lighter. I'm going to go with 473 for this gold. And then this light gold, I'm going to go with 472. And I know that there are conversions online, but I like to do my own. There's NPI to DMC conversions online. And then we have this brownish gold here. So I don't like any of those. Ah, that looks nice. 766. So 934, no, 869 would be 766. Okay, golds are done. Let's look at the greens. Here's some greens right here. So this is 934. So 835 is nice. But I'm not sure. There could be, that might be a little more teal. There's lots of greens over here. Yeah, I think these are better. I think either 644 or 646. I'm going to go with 646 for color 934. Okay, and then this one, 3363. That looks nice. 663 for NPI for 3363. It's like a sage. And none of these are perfect. I mean, honestly, it's amazing how, and you know, because these are cotton and I'm looking at silk, so. 293 might be nice for 3363, but it's a little dark. Or 354, but that's a little bright. I think I like my choice of 663. Yeah. Okay. All right, next one is like a beige 372. It's like a beigey yellow. So let's flip through. It's like a dark beige. Possibly 901. 951 isn't warm enough. I would probably go with 901 for 372. Now this is we're getting more into the pinks now. So this is like a rosy beige color. $861 isn't too bad, but it's a little more pink. All right, I kind of like $868. It's a little bright, so let's just look and see if there's anything better. And that's fine because I kind of wanted to brighten up the colors anyway. All right, I'm going to go with 868 for 738. It's a little brighter, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, now this one is brighter still. So see, this is definitely a pink. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, 855, perfect. Yeah. So 855 for 950. And here we go, right here. All right. And then we have 758. This is, okay, so this one, 857 is really, I think would work. It's a little brighter, but that's okay. 857 for 758. I like that. And then we have this dusty rose. So let's see, let's go more. Those were more peachy. So we're gonna go back and find some pinks, like dusty pinks. Okay, 622 is pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it there. See if I can find something else. 622. Okay, here's some nice dusty colors. So I'd either go with 204 or 222. That's brighter. 204 or 222. See how much brighter this one is? 222. So if I was going to brighten up the colors, maybe I would do that. All right. Okay, so this one looks like it would stay right here, and 206 is perfect for 3772. 206. See? That looks really good. It's like a rusty rose color. All right, and now we have this brownie rose. You know what? I might go with 207 for that. This is slightly brighter, but I think it'll work. I could even go with 208, either one. Two more. I'm going to stay right here in this rusty gold range here. Ooh, this is 3777. I really like this 226 berry red range, and it's a dusky. 226 for this. And the last one is this rusty-ish orangey. Let's see. So I went with 226 for this. Maybe 225 or 224. Possibly. I'm going to put 224 or 225. So what I would do is I'd order all of those and then decide when I started stitching on my fabric, because I don't know what color fabric I'm going to use yet. So we'll see. I may do a toss on a fabric. I don't know. It's going to be a very neutrally fabric. Okay, so I hope that wasn't boring. I hope you could see what I was doing. That was interesting. I did it fast because I didn't want to bore you. I may change it. Here is what I wrote down. So I will also put this in the show notes in case you're interested. And be aware that this is my quick and dirty version. None of these match perfectly because I knew they wouldn't, but they're close. I'm happy, but I might change them. Let me get a piece of fabric. I'm very curious. Let me go grab. So after I filmed that whole segment with my conversion, I found a whole bunch of other colors that I had for Jane that were in my stash and that I didn't order. So the only colors that I converted were the ones that I ordered from 123 Stitch. So I had all of these already. So next week I will do a part 2, or next time I do this, I will do a part 2 with all of these colors. Okay, I pulled out some fabric from my stash, and let's do a little floss toss to see if these DMCs work on some of these fabrics. And I've actually kind of already looked at it, but I think it would be fun to look together. Now don't forget, when I did this conversion, it's a conversion of a conversion. So I may change colors as I go too. So we'll see, you know. And honestly, you know, some people are, oh my God, I have to use the original colors and my piece will be ruined if I don't. No, just try to go with what you like. I mean, honestly, I know some people have trouble with color. Ask a friend maybe. I was in a knitting store one time, and I'm first off a knitter. I'm also a yarn dyer. So I like to say that I'm pretty good with color. So I was in a yarn store, and this lady comes up to me and she says, "Can you help me with color?" And I said, "Sure." And she said, "I'm colorblind." So she didn't know at all what colors went together. So I did. I helped her, and I can't even imagine, you know. I mean, our crafts really so much depend on color, but I guess you do what you can, you know. So I thought that was interesting. Anyway, so this is the first contender. This is just a plain 40 count light mocha Newcastle linen. It's just a plain Zweigert undyed. It's beautiful. I love it. It'd be great for a sampler. So let's see how these look. I'm gonna be honest. They're fine. I think some of these colors might fade into it, like this one. This pinky tan. I have concerns. And this pink. This light pink. But I mean, this would work with just about any piece. So let's go on and see what else I have. I'm running low on 40 count, but I'm not buying anything this year. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna go with it. Anyway, I'm running low on 40 count in the size I need. Actually, this is not the right size. This is a fat quarter. I need a fat half. This is a fat half of Legacy by Picture This Plus. Legacy is a gorgeous linen. So I have the same concerns, even more, because this is with the modeling. This color might blend in. This pinky color might blend in. Again, it's beautiful, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. This is a piece of 40 count Wren, which is a warm mottled yellowy Picture This Plus color. And again, this color might not pop. Either these golds too may blend in a little bit. I think they'd be fine. This one, this tan, that's like the same as the modeling in this. So I don't think that would work, which is fine. And if for some reason some of your colors don't work with the fabric that you like or you want, you can just feel free to switch it out. I do that all the time for something that shows up better. This is a beautiful warm piece of fawn. Picture This Plus. The only problem with it, it's very mottled. So I love the colors, but this modeling is, I think, a bit much. So I'm going to be honest. I do not like this for this sampler at all, because I don't want the modeling to take away from the piece, even though it would probably go fine, even though, again, this color probably would blend in, and this pink and that would, warm pink would definitely blend in. Okay, now if you look at this piece, I always do this too. I'll look at the photograph and I'll say to myself, well, what did they stitch it on? And this looks like an off-white gray. So I do have two colors in my stash that would work for this off-white gray. And the first one is a beautiful piece of fog. I have my Modern Folk Embroidery time sampler on this. I cut it, so I'd have to order a new piece, a big fat half of this if I was going to use it. So let's see how the colors go. And honestly, they go great. So if you look at the picture and the colors, it goes really well. All these, even these tans will pop out because it's light. So I like this. Now, again, I cut this. This was a fat half. I cut it. So I only have a fat quarter left. It's not going to work. I could order more, as a matter of fact. I put in a notification alert for 123 Stitch, and they sent me a notification saying that it's in stock, but I didn't buy it because I wanted to take a look at another color I have in my stash. I do have a fat half of this color, and this color is, picture this, plus Bramble. Now, as opposed to Fog, it's a little less mottled, and it is a cooler tone. So this is warm, this is cooler. It's like a cooler, very pale gray. So let's take a look. Here's the flosses. Oh, look at that. It pops beautifully on here. I love it. It's so pretty. And this definitely matches the picture even better than the Fog. This was probably done on a white. I need to go to Boston, and I need to go to the Boston Museum of Natural History. I've been there, but I didn't realize they had samplers there. They have this original. And if it's not out, you can ask to see it. And I need to do that because our daughter lives near Boston. She's very close, and it's a train ride away for her. So I said to them, I said, I really want to go at some point, maybe before I start this. So look, this is perfect. I adore it. Really beautiful. Now I've tossed the flosses for the time sampler, that I'll put a video of it up here, on this, and I didn't like it. I liked it better on the Fog, but this is beautiful on this Bramble. All of these colors will show up, including, so look how the color changes. I mean, that really shows up. It shows up more green on this. It's so interesting. See what I mean? So look at this color against this. Against this. And it just looks entirely different. At least I think it does. So, we have a winner. And the beauty is I don't have to buy fabric. I'm using this, which is fantastic. I already started a project on this, which is another Modern Folk Embroidery. It's fine. This was one of his. I don't know. And it's really pretty, but I decided it's really not my style. And I decided against stitching it. I forget the name of it, but if you watch my earlier episodes, I talk about it way earlier. And, you know, your tastes change. But, yeah, Jane Atkinson on this fabric. is going to be beautiful. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this little like color analysis. I actually was a member of an NPI club through the Fat Quarter Shop for about 2 years, and I have a lot of colors, and I am sure that I have some of these already. So next week I will show you what I have in my stash for these colors, and I doubt I have all of them. Who knows? I was in that club for 2 years. If not, I will. These are the DMCs, but I may have a lot of the conversions, and I'll let you know next week, and I'll pull them, and we'll see how the actual thread matches the DMC thread. So we'll see. Again, this was originally written for a Versoix Swell d'Alger, but I wasn't buying all of those and doing a conversion to NPI because they're more expensive than a DMC. They're like triple the price. So I just grabbed the DMC to do my conversion. That's fine. I'll work it out. I think it's gonna be great. So this might be my New Year's start for 2026. We'll see. I don't know. I may change my mind. I may not. I don't know. But so maybe it wouldn't be my New Year's start. I have an idea. Perhaps it will be my birthday start for 2026. I'll be 69 in January of 2026. Okay. I will celebrate the last of my 60s casting this or starting this, casting on, that's a knitting term. I'm starting this, and that will give me time in 2026, early 2026, to order the rest of the flosses that I don't already have, which will be so fun. Okay. And the reason I'm not buying them now is because I'm on a no-buy for cross stitch. Because I'm really enjoying working on what I have, and it's working out really well. So, with that, I hope you all have a great couple of weeks. I'll be back probably in about 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm trying to record more often, and I will show you my progress on all of my beautiful things. In the meantime, have a great start of summer, stitch something beautiful, and cheers!